What up, Body Bags? BDG Reviews here. What I got for you tonight's a review of an interesting little flick. This is Death Valley. This particular release is through Black Fawn Distribution. Great company, by the way. I also know it is out on Shudder. There, you know. And I think it's got like a Blu-ray release from Shudder in the States. I don't know. This, like I said, is from Black Fawn Distribution, so I get a cool slipcase. Uh-huh. Okay. Basic plot of this movie is you start off with this guy and this girl, and they're running down this hallway, and it's obvious they're being chased by something. A guy pops out at one point, and the guy shoots him. And the guy gets to the end, and he turns around and he shoots a girl, and then closes the door. The girl makes her way back past this guy who's been shot, who is still alive, and subsequently gets attacked by that creature right there. She goes to a computer in this, like, it's like a bunker, you end up learning, and essentially gets on like, the sends, like, a message and says, like, if you want all this research data, whatever, come get me out of here now. And then we cut ahead, and a team of mercenaries is being, like, put together, and they're being told, you got to go into this place, you got to save this girl. She's like a scientist or whatever, and there's a militia outside, like an enemy militia, and you kind of, like, don't get killed by them and don't get seen and stuff. Sufficient to say, stuff doesn't go as planned. They end up getting seen by the militia. People end up shot and killed and everything. They end up with just two of these mercenary guys left, and they end up finding the girl, and they got to find their way out. They're surrounded by these creatures. I'll leave it there for the plot synopsis. What makes this movie really unique is, even more so than watching the movie itself, when you listen to the behind the scenes and you realize this was shot during the pandemic, like the height of the pandemic, and this was shot in some dude's garage. He had a two-car garage. He had, like, a section of, like, they made, like, film set. They made, like, a section, maybe, I think it was, like, it looked to be about 12 feet by 12 feet sort of thing. And they'd shoot on the weekend, they'd pull it all apart, reset it up as, like, a different looking room, and then all during the week, and then the next weekend they'd come and they'd shoot more scenes in a different set made up of parts of the original set. So, it's definitely a unique thing there, This was actually filmed kind of close to where I live, so I kind of dig that. I'm always a fan of, some Canadian content, The guy that directed this is also the guy that played Psycho Goreman in the Psycho Goreman movie, and he also plays the creature in this. He has a little, a little interesting tidbit of information. He said, like, it was the beginning of the pandemic, whatever, so he called up the guy from, who did the suit for Psycho Goreman. He's like, can you make me a creature? He was, like, hoping he'd say no so he could do something, like make a different movie. But he's like, yeah, give me 2 weeks, I'll make you something. And they end up with this creature that honestly looks pretty badass. It looks almost like a Licker from Resident Evil, but instead of crawling around, it's, like, bipedal and everything, huge arms and everything. Really cool design, I really like it. The acting in this movie, all around, really solid. I mean, you know how it is with movies with low budgets. You can't always get the best actors, but I find that the actors they got for this worked. They were believable as their characters, and that's all you could really ask for. Oh, excuse me. The effects, really solid. Nice, gory effects, you get some good kills in this, to say the least. Interesting little twist at the end. I don't know if I saw it coming or not, because I watched it, and then I got to one part and I was kind of like, could they be going there? I was like, no. But then they did, and I was like, oh, well, take that for what you will. Nice cinematography also. What's really kind of neat about it, though, is like the color grading is interesting, because usually you'd have like an earth tone color scheme, where you'd have like a cold, like bluish type tinge. This has got like this green color scheme. I've never really seen it before, but it seems to work, and it gives it a really neat look. All in all, for a rating, this is 8 out of 10. This is really solid. This is a good movie. You watch this, this is somebody to look out for. The director's name's Matthew Ninneber. So honestly, I'll say keep your eyes out for Matthew Ninneber, because if this is anything to go by, what could this guy do with like a really good budget? I don't know, because I mean, this was badass, and the fact that it was literally filmed in a garage kind of makes you think, if someone maybe gave him some good quality sets to work on, maybe a nicer budget, we'd see, But all in all, great flick. I definitely recommend it. Like I said, it's on Shudder over in the States there, so if you're watching it down there, you can get it there, or you can get it from Black Fawn Releasing will distribution. I'll say this, I have never been disappointed with a Black Fawn movie. Never. And I mean, I think this is, I don't know. It's like this is the 9th with a slipcover, But they've done quite a lot of movies, and I haven't been disappointed by any of them. So take that for what you will. But yeah, that's it for me. See you next time.